Okay, hi everybody, it's me, Bonkai922. Gachiakuta. This was a continuation from last week. What happened? He gets the spell that they had to draw on his back, Rudo, after he got the new user of the ones who's a spellcaster from Canvas Town. But she ends up doing it for him. And then after that, there's a few like words from these guys outside. The mayor tells them off like, "Oh, you suck," and they go on their way. Then they go back to headquarters. It's just both of this guy, making these crazy things and saying how he's made Rudo's mask, which is pretty awesome. I like the design of it and everything. And they end up going to No Man's Land to fight really interesting trash beasts, scorpions. They actually have like a tail. At the end of the tail is like a crane. I thought it was pretty cool. Now, we get the introduction of the woman who lives in No Man's Land, who helps people go from the sphere to the ground and everything in between. And I guess she's aware of Rudo's presence because Rudo uses a keyboard and takes out one of the scorpions. We also get a brief introduction of the Raiders because they know as well what's going on. Now, they all agree to go with the lady and to her house where the air is clean. Unfortunately, they go there, and the next thing you see is like Engine is looking into space, and Rudo is surprised, and his like saliva coming out of his mouth, and he falls to the ground. And the woman's sitting there. So I don't know what this means. I don't know. I don't know if she's in cahoots with the Raiders. She's smiling like, okay, what's going on here? I don't think she's labeled as a villain in this series. I think she's just going to just say something to Rudo, and it's going to be shocking or what have you. But that was basically the episode. It was more half fighting, half getting like set up to go to No Man's Land, which was pretty cool. I liked Rudo's mask. A lot of interesting points here with this episode. He used a keyboard. He used the keyboard, and basically the keys shot out and hit the scorpion, and it spelled out asshole. Of course. Of course it spelled out asshole. You know? But it was a good episode for what it was worth. I'm going to give this an 8.5 out of 10. Yeah, not too high because, not a lot happened. It was good to see him get his new mask and so on and so forth. But I'm probably not going to give it a really high until we find out what's going on with this woman. Because she just took out Engine and, like, what's going on here? That kind of thing. But I thought that it was done good to an extent. I did like when they first went out, the area of the No Man's Land that was like sand, like red sand, almost like blood. So that's a little foreboding, to say the least, in regards to the whole situation. But like I said, 8.5 out of 10 for this one. And like I said, I am going to be just doing this. The fall, I might do one more episode review for the fall, but most likely I think I'm going to hold off on that and just do a regular first impression and an anime series review for a certain series for the fall. So look forward to that in October when that actually starts wrapping up and we get some of these shows. But most of them that I'm going to do it for are going to be original series. Nothing any ongoing thing. But that's all I got for you guys. Bankai 922. Rudo gets a new mask. This woman is freaky creepy. So, as she was walking out into the freaking wasteland, like her underwear was showing. Like, lady, put on some pants. That's all I got for you guys. I'll see you guys there.